Well, g'day everyone, and welcome back to another career episode in Stormworks. Sorry I haven't been in for so long. I've got a lot of first looks and stuff from devs to do at the moment, so I've been kind of doing a few of those and keeping that sort of going because I certainly have commitments. I have been doing work on stuff in between, which has been really cool. But what we're going to do at the moment is we need to continue working with our rescue boat. So we're going to do that today. Now, where were we at? All right. So we've got our engine installed, basically. Got our engine installed there, which is really cool. I'm thinking of actually just opening this up a little bit more. Through here because we want to put our I want to put our radiators right in front of these engines, which I think will be good. Do we put them? I don't know. How do we put them? How do we put them? I don't know. Let's take some of these out, like so. We'll take that out as well. We'll take this out here. Might take another couple out actually. So this is going to be a rescue boat, but we do need to work on exactly how we're going to do it. So what I think we'll do is we'll throw a bit more of that in there and a bit more of that in there. Excuse me, a little bit of a cough happening. We do need to actually put some symmetry on as well. So we need to go a little bit more in there, and then I reckon up there like that. Oh, come on. Come on, Simmy. Nope. Yeah, like that probably. Aha, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Need to bring this in here as well. This is going to work pretty well, I think. Then we're going to throw our radiators in here. How are we going to do it? Well, I think what we want to do is probably face them up. So if we grab some of these fellas here and spin those around, we'll put one in there and one in there. Then we'll throw them around like so. Which one is the in actually? Let's just take that out. That is that there is out coolant, and the other one's in coolant. All right, cool. I don't know. I don't think it really makes any difference where we put the pump. So let's go and grab ourselves a pump or two. Definitely going to put a fuel pump on here. Definitely. So we'll throw that in there like so. That needs to go in the direction of pumping, so that'll probably be all right there. Actually, that should be pretty good. Right. All right. So we've got that happening. I believe. I don't know. Let's grab this again and take that off, and that is out. So yeah, it's both going. Come on. Yeah, they're both on the outside, so that's cool. We can do that. Let's spin that around there, and let's spin that around like that. We'll throw him on there. We'll throw some straight pieces in here, like so, and we'll grab these again and spin those around like that. Now, what I want to do as well is I want to color those so that we know. No, I want to do colors. I want to color those so we know what they are. Just if we're having a look, having a little bit of a squiz. So, all right, that's the good. That's done that. Now I've got a massive problem with my left shoulder. I don't know what I've done with it, done to it. So I'm actually having a lot of trouble with believe it or not, with my right left arm actually holding the or sitting on the keyboard basically. Okay, so we want to throw him in there. I reckon we go. So if I'm what I'm trying to say is if I'm messing up the there we go. We'll throw those on there. Might paint those black actually. If I'm messing up my keystrokes, that's the reason why. So it's because of the because of how sore my arm is and how much trouble I'm actually having using the W, A, S, and D keys. Believe it or not. All right, cool. So that is good. The next thing that we want to do is we need to look at that's exhaust and exhaust, and that is our. So we've got double exhausts on here. How do we want to do this? I think what we want to do probably is I think we run our exhaust straight up. What do you guys think? If we run our exhaust straight up, just sort of trying to have a good think about it. They are at that level there. So I reckon if we get rid of that and we use some angle enclosed and we spin that around there, if I can move my arm, we throw that up there. And then we'll also throw that one up there. I think that's where our exhaust is going to be. Is it? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's rotate him and we'll put one on there and we'll put one on there. And probably we might throw one more on there and then we'll get an exhaust like so, and we'll throw our exhaust pipes on the top. That'll do for now. And that's our exhaust. We've got our we don't have our power hooked up as yet, but we are moving down to here, aren't we? So where are we on that? We're right there. What we probably want to do is we probably want to grab that color there, bring these. What's the best way to go in? Probably through here, I reckon. So if we go maybe like this, there and there, we'll drop down into this spot here, which is probably about there, isn't it? So let's just grab our X. We'll throw that in there. We'll come down to here, and I think that'll be the base. Yeah, it is. It is the base. All right, and what have we got there? That is our air. So we need to do our air intake from there as well. But for now, what we want to do is we probably want to get in here if we can. Throw that in there like that. Like so. And grab these. Throw. Now I'm not exactly sure how well these engines are going to work, but we will work at getting them as good as we possibly can. So if we just spin that around, nope. Come on, you know the buttons. It has been a while, hasn't it? Down there, and then we need to go. Probably, I would say, well, this is going to be our fuel tank, isn't it? Yeah, it is going to be our fuel tank. All right, so what we'll probably do is shoot this across here. Actually, let's go up from here. So we'll go up from here. Spin that around. There we go. Oh, I'm having so much trouble even reaching that. Just with my arm, it's killing me. My shoulder, sorry. It's actually my shoulder. So let's spin that around and spin that around there. We'll shoot across here like that a couple of times. And then we will go a bend in here. Come on, you can get there, Simi. There we go. That's a little bit better. Spin you around there like so. We'll spin that into there like so, and then those in there. Beautiful. All right, so that hooks up our props, which are good. Now, props are what's going to turn this boat as well, so we should be okay there. We will grab, we'll go back to white, I think. What's happened there? I've actually accidentally ruined my window, so if you can just bear with me here. Where are we there? That's a little bit better, isn't it? Nope. I kind of feel like I've dragged this window out, so which has messed it up for me. All right, that's fine. Let's see how we work there. I've just got to fix this window up, guys. All right, that was probably very, very short for you and very, very long for me sorting that out, but that's okay. We've got it sorted out now. For some reason, I kind of I lost the bottom half of my screen because the taskbar came up and it didn't disappear. So let's select that and we'll go in there. Let's also fix this up here. And we will select that and go into there. Let's go in there and put on symmetry. Go back into there. All right, lovely. So that's going to be our cooling there for our engines. I think what we might do is probably run that through there like that and probably delete these. So we'll delete those. And we will delete, we'll dump down here, we'll delete those as well, and we will, yep, that seals that off really, really well. So we'll get out of there and then we'll fill this up. Right, beautiful. Beautiful, just a little bit of painting. Let's grab that color and let's finish painting that off there. Cool, cool. All right, all done. The next thing that we want to do, probably, I might actually just do the fill like that and fill all of that. We'll fill all of this here as well, and we'll fill all of this here, and we'll fill all of this here as well. All right, just to just to make sure that it's not all just white. Right, so that is our fuel. What we want to do there for our fuel is we probably want to go back into there and paint these. Actually, let's Control Z that. Whoop, no, Control Z. Paint that in there and that there. All right, beautiful. So that gets our fuel tank happening, which our fuel tank actually needs to. If we go back to there, needs to have this done like so, and we're going to need some relief for our fuel tank. Where do we bring the relief up? That's a good question. I think maybe in between here. So if we go X there and we bring that in there, did that? No, that's actually there, isn't it? So we probably have to do it at this end, I reckon. Let's go X there, and we'll put one of these fellas in here. Let's roll him over, put him in there. Then we're going to need to put a relief valve, which will be a gas relief valve right there. And we'll throw him on there. Then we'll go into here, and down here we will put a fluid, where are we? Fluid. Let's put a fluid port down there. So there is a fluid port end, and that will relieve our fuel tank. That should be enough to relieve our fuel tank. Then what we're going to need to do in here is we're also going to need to put in a fluid port in there. But what I might do is, because that's drawing, I might just drop it down a little bit, and so that it drops into the bottom of the tank. Right, lovely. Yeah. Then we'll go back in and we'll put a fluid port in here as well on both of these. If I can get myself in the position that I need to be in, which is right there, spin him around, throw that on there like that. Then we're going to need a liquid. So we're going to need a liquid meter, which is going to be here. So we'll throw a liquid meter in there. Let's not do this in symmetry. We'll throw a liquid meter in there, and then we'll throw a spawner, which is right there. A fluid spawner in here to balance that off. Let's turn that fluid spawner into diesel full. Yes, that's fine. Beautiful. All right, so that's our fuel tank down there. We've got fuel relief. The only thing that we don't have on that at this point in time is a couple of, let's put the symmetry back on. Let's go X. We'll throw that in there like that. We'll grab another one of these and throw that in there. And then what this is going to be is, let's grab that there. We'll throw two of these on here, one there, and one on the other side, because we've got symmetry running. And then we'll go straight up. So straight up here, like so. We'll delete this here, and we'll grab one of those. We'll throw that in there, like so, and throw you in there and you in there, like that. Lovely. All right, now what we're going to do there is we're going to put a hose connector, a fluid hose anchor, which is right there. We'll throw him on there like that. And then next to that, we will throw a dial so that we know exactly what, there we go. We'll throw the dial there, and then we should know exactly what fuel we've got sitting in there, which, oh, sorry, my arm, which will be good. It's probably in a pretty bad position there, but that's okay. Let's just leave it like that for now. Nice. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we just want to get this thing running for now. Let's pop up to the cockpit here, and we're going to do a couple of things. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a throttle. So we're going to do two throttles here. We're going to do, oh, excuse me, one in there and one on the other side. Now they're going to be, actually, where are we going to put them? Let's put them here. That'll look pretty cool. Like that. I'll be very happy with that, I reckon. One of those is going to be the throttle. The other one is going to be the clutch. Like so. Right, lovely. We'll bring the sensitivity down to about 33 on that. And we'll do the same on this. Bring it down to about 33. Lovely. We'll worry about our values and stuff a little bit later. Next thing that we're going to need to do is put in some more dials. Let's copy that, and I just want one for speed which I don't know. Let's turn this around. I want one for speed and I want one for RPS. So I'm going to put those down here, I think. Maybe in there, I reckon. And we'll see how we go. So that might be all right. This one here will be speed, like so. This one, that will be 0. And that will be, let's go 100, just for shits and giggles. That one there will be RPS, and we're going to go 0 to 50 on this, but we don't want to reach 50, obviously. We want it to be a little bit lower. These ones here, we've got tank level there, and it's going to be 0, and I'm just going to put this at 4,000 at the moment, but I don't know, because I don't know how big the tank is. So let's copy that, and let's go over to there and paste it in there. We'll go again 0, and we'll go to 4,000 again, and again we'll know exactly how full that tank is the very first time we spawn this little beast. All right, perfect. Okay, let's give this a little bit of a save off. Yes, that's just like that. Now, we haven't put gearboxes on and we haven't put clutches on yet. So I wanted to kind of wait to do that, and that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to get a clutch. We're going to get 2 clutches, and we're going to throw those in here. Okay, let's get the appropriate color. Let's go X there, clonk him, clonk, and roll you over there and throw you in there. All right, so we've got 2 clutches there. Now we need to throw in a couple of gearboxes, which we're going to throw in here. So let's go gear. We're going to start off with just 1 gearbox, right? Just bear with me, all of you professionals. And we're going to start off with 1 gearbox on both sides. First thing is, let's start with -1 and ratio. Well, we don't need a reverse, do we? Because our thing's going to reverse itself. So let's just do -1 anyway, and we'll head up to 3-1 on that. Over here we'll do a -1, and we'll head up to 3-1 on that as well. Right, lovely. Next thing we need to do is throw some batteries in here, because we don't have batteries yet. Now, I think what I might do is balance this and actually throw some batteries up the front here. So how many batteries do I want to put in? I don't think we need to put too many batteries in. So let's have a look at batteries. Let's put in 2 medium batteries. We'll put in 1 on each side. Spin that around, and we'll throw you up there. All right, beautiful. The other thing that we need to do is generators. So we've got a generator there. Sorry, that's it. And generators are going to come off of here, I think. So let's grab a T, and we'll go X, clunk, and we'll throw that in there like that. Then we'll throw our generator on top of that, which is there, which is 1 on each side. Beautiful. I think that should probably be okay. All right, let's get into our wiring now and start doing our electrics. So the first thing is that that generator there needs to run to there. That generator there needs to run to that. Perfect. Lovely. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to run these to, let's see, I'm going to need cockpit. I'm going to need engine. So what we will do before we go any further with the electrics is we'll throw a switchboard in here, basically. Actually, let's throw a switchboard in here. Let's go and grab ourselves some switches. What are they called? Breakers? Breakers, right there. Lovely. Let's just get that, and we'll put... maybe 1, 2, 3 breakers in there. Right, okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll go, one breaker will be, this breaker here will be bridge, not cockpit. I'm thinking of aeroplanes. That's going to be bridge, default state on. That one there is going to be lighting, I think, probably. We'll have the default state as on, and that one there is going to be engine. Engine right. This one over here is going to be engine left. All right, beautiful. Default state on, default state on. All right, so that's going to allow us to do that. Okay, breaker up to engine left, like so. This battery here will go to engine left, there, and it will also go to lighting, and it will go to bridge. Lovely. So we've got bridge. You're going to go to these. What do we got? There, 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 and there. Lovely. That will be fine there. Lighting, which will be there, is going to go to there and there at the moment, but we will have more lighting at some point in time. Left engine is going to go to everything on the left engine, right? So we'll go there, 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 and there. And that should be okay. Right engine, which is over the other side, over here. You're going to go from right engine, you're going to go there, 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 and there. Perfect. All right, happy with that. Happy with that. I think we might also go to that, and we'll go from engine left to that as well, to those fuel tanks there. That'll be good. These are lights as well, aren't they? Spotlights, block. So we're going to go out of the lighting, and we're going to go there and there as well. What's that? That is a small spotlight there. So we'll go to that one, like so. All right. And that is a light as well. So we'll go across to there, and we'll go across to there too. All right, we're going to have to put another spotlight in over the other side as well. Let's hit save on that. Thank you very much. And that is that. Let's go into our data now. Now, okay, first thing that we want to do is we want to go gearbox. We're going to go clutch pressure to the clutch. Yep. And we also want to move that down to that clutch pressure as well. Where are you? Clutch there. All right, so we go down to both of those. Throttle, which is over this side, we'll go to, there's throttle, and we will go to there and there. We're going to operate both engines at once, so that's perfectly fine. Let's just define some things here. Okay, this is the helm, which is there. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, guys. Ah, yes. Okay, and A and D is going to be steering, like so. Mode is going to be reset. Sensitivity. Let's bring the sensitivity up just a little bit and we'll see how we go. All right, lovely. So what have we got here? I thought these engines would actually... do we have power to those engines? No, we don't. Do we need to have power to those? Okay, it looks like we do have to have rudders on here. Maybe. There's no logic there. Where are we? Did I actually run those into there properly? I should have done. Okay, well, there you go. These ones, maybe I do need a rudder on here. I don't know. Maybe I do at this point in time, although I did put one of those on. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need a box to control that. So just for now, let's just grab a rudder, shall we? Just for testing, and then we'll worry about wiring those up later on. That's a fin rudder, and that is a rudder. So let's throw a rudder on here like that. Where are we going to throw this? Probably in the back here, I reckon. Let's see, that's a 3x3. So let's go X. Let's go 1, 2 there, and X again, and we'll throw that rudder in there. Did that not go? Oh, is that going to be... Yeah, let's get rid of those as well. Let's throw this rudder in here. Let's grab some more of those and we'll throw those in there like that. There we go. And that should seal that off. All right, so that rudder will be like that for now. That's just for now. So rudder is there. And we're going to go up to A and D on here, which is right there. All right, next thing that we need to do is we need to put in a key. Which is right there. And we'll throw the key in here, but we won't symmetry it. So we'll throw that in there, then we'll put symmetry back on again. Actually, we do want to copy that as well and throw that in this side. So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one down from there. Let's get that 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one down. Just while I think of it, or otherwise I'll forget. Right. Rotate you like that. There. And let's get some power to that as well. Where are we? Right there. And then we'll also worry about switches and stuff later on. All right, cool. So that's probably, I reckon, about it. I don't know how this is going to float. We're going to have to check and see how it does float. And I certainly don't know how it's going to go. So let's save him off. I do believe that's all we needed to do. I've got to show you my train that I'm building as well at some point in time. All right, let's spawn this beast. Okay, where are you? Are you sitting okay? You are sitting okay. You're actually relatively heavy, believe it or not. Okay, so what we might do is we might run over to here, jump onto here, and return that to the workshop. Thank you very much. And let's get out of there. Let's head over and actually have a sleep so that we can see what we're doing. Although morning is coming. We're very, very close to morning. Or is that, have we just started evening? We may have just started evening. Let's head into here and have a sleep. All right. Daytime. Yoo-hoo. Daytime. At least this thing isn't on fire anymore. Okay, we've got a little bit of rain. So I don't know how well she's going to float either. But let's give her a little bit of a test out. So I believe I don't know how much fuel we actually have on board. 261 liters. That is not much fuel at all. All right, let's spawn this beast. There we go. Which means that we haven't actually sorted that out yet. And the other thing that we haven't done, guys, is giving ourselves access to the bridge. Yeah, that would probably be a really good idea, Simi. Give yourself a little bit of access to the bridge. So what we'll do is we're going to do ladder access, I think. Which is going to be right there. Let's throw ladder access in the middle. Like that. I'm just going to... Oh, crap. Just messing with that again. Let's throw that down here like that. For now. And then we'll worry about it later. All right, let's spawn him and we'll jump in. Into the water. Right, let's get up to the ladder and we'll pop up here. Now we should only have 261 liters, but I haven't set that up yet. So let's jump up this ladder here and let's see what we've got here. I need to turn my headphones on properly. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, shoulder. All right, cool. A little bit of throttle. And oh yeah, Simi forgot to wire up the key button. Of course he did. Yeah, she is bouncing. She is bouncing around a little bit, but I do like it so far. All right, let's get back into our logic here, and let's jump into there. Where's our key? Right there. That's going to start our engines. Hello. No. There we go. Start up. Thank you very much. That's going to go to there, the key button, and that is going to go to that one as well. All right, beautiful. We're also going to make sure that when that starter is turned on, that is also going to activate the fans and the fluid pumps as well. So we'll make sure that activates that. Should be okay there. What we may do actually is I'm going to get these gauges. Let's find ourselves a linear sensor. Linear speed sensor there, and we'll throw that in the front here, right there, like so. And we will hook that up to, does that need power? It doesn't need power. We'll hook that up to the speed display, that value right there, and then we'll hook that up to liquid level there, and we'll hook that one up to that liquid level as well. Beautiful. All right. Should be good now. Let's try that. Let's save him off now. And we'll see if we can give him a little bit of a run. If we can get over there. Yes, we can. All right. So at least she floats anyway. That's probably a little bit of a bonus. We'll fix that ladder and everything up at some point in time. Let's go over there and throw a little bit of throttle on. Let's start that up. And it is not activating. Why is it not activating? What have you done, Simi? What have you done? Let's have a squiz. Right, down we go. Probably not wired it up correctly. That is ignition. Default state is off. Okay, why is it not working? Do we not have power to it? Did I not power it? I didn't put any power to it, did I? That's going to go to bridge, like so. And what's wrong with the RPS? The RPS needs to be wired to, that's the RPS, that's RPS backlight. RPS value to display should be going to, not there. Where are we? That's clutch. That is engine temperature, and that is RPS there. That's going to there. And we'll do the RPS there to there. We will actually swap it around and make sure that we've got a left and a right RPS at some point in time. But at this point in time, we don't. I just want to do it this way, just to get it, get it tested and working. Hopefully. So let's run over and jump and splash into the water because that's how I roll. Let's get up there, up the ladder, up this ladder, and we'll get moving. We'll probably end up putting rail. I don't know. We may end up putting rails and stuff on here. Let's bring that throttle up there. And we'll grab that. RPS is sitting at 5. Let's bring the throttle up. The RPS is only sitting at 5, which means we're not going to get much speed out of this at all, are we? Oh, maybe we are. Not much, though. Are they turning? Oh, they're spinning around that way. That's why. All right, because we've got no control of them. Simi, you made a big boo-boo, didn't you, hey? You made a big mess up. All right, let's send him back to the workshop. Right. Let's send him back to the workshop. And all right, how do we control this beast? How do we control this beast? We're going to have to control it through logic, aren't we? What I might actually do is I might actually go and I might actually delete that and drop engine RPS down there like that. Let's spin that over. 1, 2, and then we'll grab, we'll delete you and we'll grab you like so. And that needs to be like that. We need to do the same on the other side. I don't have symmetry happening, do I? No. So we'll go X, we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. And we'll throw that in there. And then we'll grab that and throw him in like that and in like that. Then we need to make sure that we join that to that and that to that. All right. Let's try that. The other thing is we're not generating enough power either from these engines. So what do we do? We throw another clutch in, don't we? Now let's put symmetry on. Let's go X, clunk, and throw that in there. I'm probably doing something completely wrong. Completely wrong. Let's leave that at 1, 1 for now. All right, lovely. I think that's probably about it. So we'll save that off there like so, and then we will spawn it and see where we're at. Big jump into the engine. Lovely. That's what we want. Up the ladder. Bring up the throttle. Bring up that. Yeah, no, we're only getting the same amount of RPS though, aren't we? Alright, what speed are we getting? Okay, we're only getting sort of 9 to 10 knots, but she is running alright. Oh yes. Check that out. Alright. Let's I'm just going to take a quick photo. All right, let's see if she turns around, and she's not turning. I didn't wire it up properly. All right, need to get this beast back. Does she run in reverse? Don't know. Is our speed dropping down? It kind of is, probably because we're out of fuel now. Which it is. All right, I'm going to get this back, guys, and then we're going to keep working on it. All right, so we've got him fired up for now. We've got him working for now. What did I not? I don't reckon I hooked any power up to the rudder. No, I didn't. Engine. Where's the engine? Engine right. Yeah, we'll just throw it into the engine right. That's fine. We'll do it into that power. I also didn't do that one. And engine left as well. There you go. All right, so we'll save him off. He's working. He's starting to work. We need to do some little adjustments and stuff like that to throttles, to gearboxes. Try and get some more speed out of it. Bring the ratio down to 2:1 maybe on that, and 2:1 on that, and we'll see how we go. And we'll test that out. But we're going to do that in the next episode. But what we will also do in the next episode is we will, and I say we will, probably do some missions as well, because we need to bring some money in. We definitely need to bring some money in. Before I go quickly, what I want to do is I just want to show you guys the helicopter that I've built for transporting fuel and passengers and all that type of stuff. So it's kind of a multi-purpose pod-ish type helicopter over here, and at the moment you can see that she's got a fuel pod on her for transporting fuel. It kind of looks a bit like a Black Hawk, doesn't it? But an extended Black Hawk. It's got a jet engine. Everything runs really well on it. However, I'm getting a bit too much throttle on it. So as soon as the engines fire up, because I do have 2 jet engines on it, as soon as they fire up, no matter what, it wants to take off. It basically wants to take off and start hovering. So I need to do some work on that. But I will consult with you awesome people on Discord and see if I can sort of see if we can sort that stuff out. So there's still a little bit of work to do in it, but it comes with different pods. So this one's the fuel pod. I have also made I call it the muscle head. I've also made this here, which is a like a medical rescue pod. So it's got all the equipment in it. It's got a medical bed. It's got everything that we need in it as well. My plan is to eventually have those pods sitting out here and have the helicopter sitting out here all the time, so that we can basically, when we need it, depending on what we're doing, we can pick up whatever pod we want and head off and do our job. Preferably get some bloody fuel into that Bowser as well. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. And again, I do apologize that the episodes of this are few and far between. But I do have a lot of other stuff to do at the moment as well. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.